What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Jose Show. Happy Wednesday. I hope that everyone is having an amazing day. But anywho, let's get to the first topic of the day. Now, let's start with Ariana Grande. So Ariana Grande just waved her Glinda wand and poof, she's back to being a brunette again. So just this morning, Ariana dropped an IG mirror selfie serving a pout with caramel brunette locks, glossy lips, and flicked out to perfection. So even with the new do, Ariana stayed deep in her wicked bag, dropping the iconic Glinda line and her caption, "It's good to see me, isn't it?" So apparently fans flooded the comments by the thousands hyping up her new brunette look, a total hit, especially since they've gotten so used to seeing Ari rock those icy blonde locks. So this is all according to TMZ. This is really amazing that Ariana Grande is now back to her brown hair, because that brown hair looks way better on her because of the fact that Ariana Grande looks younger with that brown hair. And also, I am so glad that she's back to that brown hair because of the fact that not only does she look better and younger, but also because of the fact that it really brings me back to way back in the day when Ariana Grande first started off her music career with Yours Truly, her first album. And I believe that with this brown hair, by the way, she really is teasing to us that new music is on the way. Because, I mean, if Ariana Grande did most of her music career with her brown hair, minus the album Eternal Sunshine, by the way, because with Eternal Sunshine, she had blonde hair, I believe that maybe she can definitely be teasing to us that a new album is coming next year and with her brown hair, and that she, of course, is making music videos for the new album with the brown hair. And I did hear not so long ago that Ariana Grande was already in the studio with a few people working on new music anyways. So, and of course, Ariana Grande, she has been having a lot of time in her hands lately because she just got done filming Wicked Part 1 and Part 2, and of course the premiere of Wicked Part 2 is coming really soon, which is on November. So I mean, that really is giving her enough time, I believe, to be, go into the studio and then work on new music. And I mean, Ariana did reveal not so long ago, don't get me wrong, that she really loves acting and she wants to be dedicated into acting way more than singing, because of the fact that, let's remember that Ariana Grande has been dedicated into more singing than acting throughout her whole entire career in the entertainment industry. However, she at the same time is all like, well, music is still in my heart. I still want to be impressing my fans. And let's remember that Ariana does have a beautiful voice and she doesn't want to be making a whole entire grant for it. She doesn't want to, take it for granted. So anywho, yeah. I really believe that Ariana Grande is such a queen. She definitely is someone that maybe might even give us an announcement throughout her Eternal Sunshine tour, which is, by the way, is going to be this upcoming year. And I believe that in the Eternal Sunshine tour, she's going to be like, okay, well, I've been touring, but you know what? I've also been in the studio because I've also been having the time to be in the studio and working for new music. And this new album is going to be coming really soon. And maybe when she is touring this upcoming year, I'm pretty sure that Ariana is going to end up maybe performing some unreleased songs from the new album. And it's definitely going to be a moment for all of us. I can already see it happening, definitely. So to those of you Ariana fans, please bookmark this if this really ends up happening, okay? But Ariana, we love you, and we cannot wait for the new album if that's really gonna come. And also, we can definitely not wait for this new tour that is gonna be coming this upcoming year, the Eternal Sunshine Tour, man. All right, but on to the next topic. Now let's talk about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, because Prince Harry and Meghan Markle unfortunately were not greeted well yesterday in the game. So Prince Harry seemed defeated Tuesday night as he and his wife Meghan Markle were booed as their mugs popped up on the Jumbotron during Game 4 of the World Series. So apparently, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex had expressions that harkened back to the infamous Coldplay couple as they cringed as the jeering started. Harry eventually forced a smile, but it was clearly an uncomfortable moment. So the good news is that they had great seats at the field level, and apparently Harry dressed sharp in a black blazer over a white t-shirt and dark pants, while Meghan donned dark pants with an oversized white button up. Of course, they both repped Dodger blue with matching baseball caps. Their support didn't help though. Dodgers lost 6-2 to the Toronto Blue Jays, evening the series to 2 games apiece. And this is all according to TMZ. This is really insane that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry ended up getting greeted badly over at the game. Because what the hell did Meghan Markle and Prince Harry do in order for them to get booed in the game? They didn't do anything. Alright, I believe that it has turned into a freaking trend now that celebrities get booed in games. Because I remember when Taylor Swift ended up attending one of the football games last year. I don't know if it was the Super Bowl or if it was any other football game, and Travis Kelce was there with the Kansas City Chiefs. And Taylor Swift was shown on the little picture up there. A lot of people in the audience were booing at her. And then I remember that I believe back in July when a couple got exposed over at that one game because apparently that couple was cheating on their own spouses. I believe they also got booed. But I mean, with that situation, it was a huge exception though, because I believe that they deserved to get booed because what they did in cheating on their own spouses was not correct. Okay, now it's Prince Harry and Meghan Markle that are getting booed here. Very stupid. I would love to see and I would love to know why these people were booing at Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Like, did Prince Harry say something bad? Did Meghan Markle say something bad? Were they both in a scandal lately that I don't know of? Or did the people at the audience boo at the couple because of the fact that they didn't care about them and they cared more about the game? I really want to know what's up here. Okay. I just think that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are a great couple. They, are somebody that mind their own damn business. They are trying to live a really good life, especially because Meghan Markle, let's remember, went through so much while she was living in the royal palace with that royal family that I believe didn't get along with her. And now she's living her own good life alone here in the US with Harry Styles and their kids. I mean, Prince Harry and their kids. And you know what? I believe here that at the end of the day, that is definitely to be applauding for. That is definitely to be like, okay, well, you know what? Let's be kind. Let's be considerate towards this couple, and let's not be booing at them at the end of the day. Now, I can definitely imagine that this game ended up aiming a little bit of the attention towards them last night because of the fact that, of course, they are celebrities. And, I believe that the more they get to show celebrities, the more it's going to be calling the people's attention. But I don't think that whoever got to aim the camera at them knew that it was going to be coming, that they were going to get booed by all these people in the audience. Okay, I mean, it must be so darn uncomfortable just having to know that you're just sitting there minding your own business, watching a game, and you're cheering on the Dodgers or you're cheering on whoever you're rooting for, and then all of a sudden a camera is getting aimed at you and your couple, and then you're getting booed at, and then you're being seen as a loser of the night. I mean, I don't even want to imagine how Prince Harry and Meghan Markle felt the moment that they left that game, because I mean, I believe that when they left that game, I mean, I'm pretty sure they had security guards because, I mean, they're a celebrity couple. However, I can imagine that so many people were looking at them and they were like booing at them and they were like telling them a bunch of things and bullying them probably. And then they were just, walking out, minding their own damn business, just wanting to go back home. But yet again, they were really hurt because so many people were just going after them like crazy. Because, I mean, unfortunately, with all these people and all these baseball games and football games and other games, they act like kindergartners. They don't know how to behave well. They will just boo. They will just say a bunch of stupid stuff. They'll go crazy and whatnot, especially when they're watching the freaking game and they see that their favorite team isn't winning. or their favorite team is winning, and it just gets into a whole entire wild thing here. And unfortunately, I don't even think that is what games are for, man. I just feel like if you're gonna be cheering on your own team, or if you're gonna be seeing that your team is losing, I mean, yeah, go ahead, express how you feel, but don't be expressing it in such a crazy way. And also, if you're seeing somebody that is an A-list celebrity like Meghan Markle, Prince Harry, Taylor Swift, you name it, it's best for you to just be mature about it and be like, okay, well, they're there and they're there. I mean, we can't be booing at them. They're not doing anything to us. Like, we need to be mature adults here at the end of the day, Like, come on now. It's these same people that are just doing all of the booing, that are just jinxing the game. They're jinxing the moment. And I believe that all of this needs to freaking stop for once and for all. Like, come on now. Jesus. But anyways, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, if I were y'all, maybe I wouldn't be attending a game anymore, and maybe I would just, I don't know, maybe watch it on TV or something. Or maybe if I were y'all, maybe I would be wearing disguises if I were to be attending games like this, because these people have no freaking chill. Seriously. Okay, but on to the next topic. So apparently it is confirmed that Katy Perry and former Canada President Justin Trudeau are dating. And apparently Amy Robach and TJ Holmes are in huge support of it. Well, this is what I have to say about this. It's really cool how Katy Perry went from Orlando Bloom to now a former president of Canada, because I think that she really is making big steps here. I mean, Justin Trudeau is super duper rich. He is super well known, of course, because he got to lead a country for a really good time. And of course, he is a politician that knows a lot of things. And at the end of the day, when you're dating somebody like that, you basically are in well hands, because you get to be, with somebody that gets to be knowing a lot about law and gets to be knowing a lot about a bunch of other things that is about politics. But yet again, if I were Katy Perry, I would lay it off with the politics with that guy, and I would just talk about, the fun things about being in a couple and so forth. Because I mean, if Katy Perry is going to be going off with the politics with this dude, then I think that this relationship is going to end up so boring that this relationship is not going to last at all. All right, I mean, Katy Perry, by the way, she is someone that just wants to have fun. She wants to live La Vida Loca. She's all about, living that good crazy girl life, because I mean, at the end of the day, she's Katy. And man, I don't know, man, but I believe that Katy Perry really was attracted to this guy Justin Trudeau after all, because I mean, by just seeing that, Katy Perry was already breaking up with Orlando Bloom in the first place, and Katy Perry was already, wandering out and about, checking out Justin Trudeau, I believe. And then, there was already rumors sparking around that Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau were already dating and so forth. But, the rumors weren't really all that huge at the time, because of the fact that nothing was confirmed like it is now. And now it's like, oh my God, well, yep, it's definitely official that Katy Perry, this whole entire time really has been into Justin Trudeau. And you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Katy Perry has actually been more into Justin Trudeau this whole entire time than being in with Orlando Bloom. Because, like I said, Justin Trudeau is a politician, and also Justin Trudeau, I believe, is maybe even better looking than Orlando Bloom. I mean, I don't mean to shade Orlando Bloom, okay? And also, let's also remember that Katy Perry, man, she is just this person that she just wants to be, seeking men that are really of her level. I mean, she is kind of picky-ish when it comes to, seeking men here and there. She's not that somebody that is all like, okay, well, I'm going to be dating just this simple person with this simple amount of money and so forth. No, she actually knows exactly what she wants. And you know what? That's a good thing that she is actually in know of what she wants. Because, I mean, if she ends up choosing somebody that she doesn't know what she wants, and then she ends up, suffering and so forth with that person, then she's not going to be living, that happy good girl life or crazy girl life, as we say. say. So, anywho, this is really interesting, man. I mean, if Justin Trudeau were to still be the president of Canada, and if Katy Perry ended up marrying Justin Trudeau, then that would make Katy Perry the first lady of Canada. Now, I really can't imagine Katy Perry being the first lady of Canada because, I mean, she really is really charming and she really is first lady material, in my opinion. I mean, just looking at that body, looking at that personality, looking at how sweet and charming she is, and so forth. I mean, I'm pretty sure that she would definitely put aside Melania Trump because Melania Trump, she is not really a good first lady. That woman doesn't even represent being a first lady to begin with because that woman, I rarely see her in anything. Okay, Katy Perry, I would see her everywhere, showing off that she is the wife of Justin Trudeau and so forth. But I mean, unfortunately, Justin Trudeau is no longer the president, and Katy Perry and Justin are not even, a wife and husband just yet. They're just dating. And who knows, by the way, if they're even going to get down to that path that, Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau end up being husband and wife. I mean, that would be nice to see, but who knows, man? Like, this is really interesting. But anyways, on to TJ Holmes and Amy Robach being in support of this, though. They really are in support of this because I believe that since they fell in love in their own job over at GMA, which, by the way, is Good Morning America, and they really were finding so much chemistry in between the both of them, and they really didn't care about showing off their love to the point that they ended up losing their jobs at Good Morning America. I remember they were like, okay, well, I completely understand Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau falling in love and now dating, so we might as well just be in support of all of this. And okay, fine, that's cool. Be in support of it. I mean, as long as it ain't hurting anybody, as long as it's not hurting Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau, it's all good. Okay, so anyways, on to the next topic. So Don Lemon took shots at conservative commentator Megyn Kelly's gender, and many online are now calling the TV newsman a hypocrite. The former CNN host made the controversial comment on his new Clip Farmers podcast, and he certainly did some clip farming when he said he think Kelly looks like a trans woman. Okay, so he tells his co-host John Cotter and Chris Magolarzi he thinks Megyn looks clockable, which they then Google and explain to the audience as a term that means you can easily identify or clock a person as being transgender. As you can imagine, the comments started a firestorm online, with many pointing out people on the left, like Lemon, are the ones who had been saying for years not to use identifiers like trans as an insult about a person, so it seems hypocritical for Don to use it if he did mean it as a dig. Okay, so worth noting, Lehman was unceremoniously fired from CNN last year amid allegations of misogyny, including one moment where he said U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations Nikki Haley wasn't in her prime. So not the first time he's courted controversy with his comments about women. He specifically turned his ire on Kelly in the past too, calling her a racist after she celebrated MSNBC firing anchor Joy Reid. And this is all according to TMZ. This is really interesting that Don Lemon is over here being misogynistic to Megyn Kelly by saying that she looks like a trans woman, or that she is a trans woman, by using that horrible term that she is clockable. Because guess what? Even though Megyn Kelly is not of my taste, because Megyn Kelly is a conservative commentator, well, I'm a left type of person when it comes to politics and so forth. I believe that women do not deserve to be shamed at all, and women do not deserve to be down-talked at all, especially from men like Don Lemon. I feel like a man like Don Lemon needs to respect women, period, okay? Literally. And I believe that the fact that he ended up getting fired from CNN last year for being a misogynistic person actually didn't teach him a lesson at all. It actually just made him even more misogynistic, probably, because at this point he's over here going after Megyn. If Don Lehman really disagrees with what Megyn Kelly does or says, then okay, but I mean, don't go off and be throwing disrespectful jabs at somebody just because you disagree with what that person is saying and doing and so forth, or just because you don't like the person. Especially because the only thing that this man is doing is he's making himself look even worse than he already has. And at this point, I mean, he's gonna be looked at even more as a misogynistic person. He's going to be looked at more as this, person that really doesn't respect anybody, especially women. And at this point, I mean, I don't think that anybody is going to be wanting to hire him because of the comments that he just made and all of the other comments that he has made about women in the past. Like, this is really, really ridiculous in all levels. And I believe here that this guy really is somebody that really doesn't give a damn on what people even have to say about him or what people think about him at this point, because it's really showing it to me at this point with these actions. So, anywho, this is really stupid. And you know what? At this point, this guy is really going to get his little karma. There's going to be people going after him, calling him maybe gay, or maybe they're going to call him that he looks weird or that he looks, I don't know. And then he's not going to like it. And then he's going to be, crying all over social media. He's going to get angry all over social media. I mean, I can already see it happening. I mean, when you do something to someone, it'll come back to you. So be careful with what you say. Be careful with what you do. Be careful with how you treat people, especially, and be careful especially on what you say about people, especially all over social media. Okay, but that is it for today's show, ladies and gentlemen. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's lovely show of The Jose Show. Till next time, and peace.